out through every fiber of your being. We'll begin our practice and our time here with each other with 3 more rounds of that same breath. Give yourself a moment to place your hands to center anywhere that feels for you, maybe somewhere on your body, perhaps where this chakra resides, below your sternum, above your belly, or in front of your heart, in a moment of self-reverence. But wait for your next inhale as it fills you up, and exhale to offer all of that breath out. 2 more times, just on your own. At the bottom of your breath, pause for a moment. Take notice of any difference that comes when you listen for and really remember your breath. And now, keeping that attention inward as best as you can, gently release your hands, let your eyes blink open, and let's meet in tabletop today to begin to link breath and movement through a few rounds of cat and cow. So in your table, you might have your blocks framing out the front corners of your mat. Perhaps you use them as we start to move about. But for tabletop, bring your hands as wide as your mat if they're not already. Let your knees be under your hips and curl those toes under to feel the arches and webbing of your feet. Now begin to round and arch your spine, moving with your breath through some rounds of cat and cow. Let's go for 5 cycles of breath, moving on your own. And take this time to see what it is that your body desires this afternoon. Maybe you'd like to stay more rounded or arched for a few extra breaths. Perhaps you move gently forward and back, your hips towards your heels and your shoulders forward of the wrists. But with those eyes soft and that attention turned inward, can you feel the cool air as it comes in through your nose and the warmth of each exhale that you generate as the breath pours itself out? When you find your next breath, come back to table, find that neutral spine. Watch for your props and any friends behind you as we find a calf stretch. Reach the right leg back, tuck the toes under, and reach through your right heel to see what you're feeling in the back of the right leg. You might stay in some stillness. You might move the heel gently forward and back. But as you grow longer, think heel to the back of your mat, bottom of your heart forward, so all 4 sides of your neck can lengthen. And then after a few breaths, switch sides. Bend the right, stretch back through the left. Think heel back as the heart slides forward, the solar plexus move forward. A longer breath in and a steadier breath out through every fiber of you. When you find your next exhale, come on back to center, table. Walk your hands forward of your shoulders, keep them nice and wide. Walk your knees back behind your hips, and with those toes curled under, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take as much time and all the breaths you'd like to find your way there. In this down dog, walk your feet an inch or 2 wider than they already are. Take up a little extra room between your legs. And now lift the heels and let the knees soften so the hamstrings and backs of your legs can release for a moment. And with the knees soft, stick your tush up and back towards the back of the room. Feel the curve in and through the low back. And now as the left knee stays bent, pedal your right heel to the ground as you lift your hips to the sky. A breath as you are. And then switch sides, soften the right knee, lift your tush up as the left heel gets heavier to the ground. A deeper breath in and a longer exhale out as you lift both heels, soften your knees, look forward, and 1 foot at a time, walk those feet towards your hands to come into your forward fold. The blocks might be right there, so your hands can come to blocks out in front of your feet. You might widen your feet an inch or 2 or soften your knees in the service of giving your low back and your hips some extra space. But take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Now hands climb up to your hips. Stand down through your legs, and on your inhale, come all the way up to rise as you release your hands. With your feet right under those hips, take a breath in to reach your arms forward and up. And on your exhale, soften your knees to fold over your legs. Wait for your inhale to come up halfway, hands to your blocks or shins, think chest forward. And exhale to fold, plant your palms, and step it back to plank pose, the top of your push-up. With those knees up or down behind your hips, push down into the floor. Feel the shoulder blades broaden on your upper back, and then slide your ears back so your head is in line with your chest. A big breath in. And as you exhale, bend your elbows to lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your hands as wide as your mat. On your inhale, rise for cobra or baby cobra. Really press the legs down into the earth as you lift your chest. And on your exhale, release all the way to the floor. Curl your toes, plant your palms, press up through to table or plank pose. And on your exhale, we meet in downward facing dog, tabletop, or puppy for 3 slow, steady breaths. That breath moves first in the direction of your chest, of your heart. The warmth of your heart then slowly awakens your mind. And the mind inspires the full depth and agency of your body. So as you take a longer breath in, let it fill your belly and up into your heart. Let your exhale pour itself out through every fiber, every direction of you. At the bottom of your exhale, lift the heels, soften your knees, peek forward, and come forward, feet towards your hands, into your standing forward fold. On an inhale, lengthen halfway, grow longer through your spine. And exhale to fold, bowing in towards yourself. Take a long breath in, come up to rise. Stand through your legs, reach up through your arms as you grow 1 inch taller. And exhale to let your hands, I can bring them on the floor, release down by your sides. On your next breath in, one more time, inhale to reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, fold, bowing in, Uttanasana. Follow your breath. Inhale to lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And on your exhale, fold, plant your palms. We meet in plank pose. Step it all the way back. A full round of breath in. Slide the ears back. Bring your head in line with your chest. And exhale to lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. With those hands wide, inhale to rise for Bhujangasana. Drink in your breath as you lift the heart. And on your exhale, down dog, table or puppy pose. Each one of these chakras has an elemental quality they're associated with. The first chakra is that of earth, that which grounds us, that which steadies us. The second is of water, what's constantly moving, formless, and fluid. And now this third chakra, that of fire, the power of instant transformation, where it changes solid to liquid, solid to gas. It has the ability to instantaneously shapeshift anything that it sees. So as you feel that warmth within yourself, the cool air as it comes in through your nose, and the exhale through your nose or mouth, that warmth that you generate from the inside out. At the bottom of your breath, lift the heels, soften your knees, look forward, and come forward, feet towards your hands. As you inhale, lengthen halfway, grow longer through your spine. And exhale to fold, bowing in towards yourself. Use your own fists and measure your feet 2 fists width distances apart. And now with your toes pointing ahead, bend your knees, sit your hips back, and climb your palms up onto your thighs for this round of chair pose. You can stay here with the steadiness of your breath, or for a few rounds to take that breath of fire. With the lips closed, you'll take a breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose completely. Inhale halfway. And begin these exhales through the nose. Follow your pace more than my voice. Think of the solar plexus moving back towards your spine. Continue at this rate or slightly faster or slower for 10 more seconds. Can you let the hips get heavier to the earth? Push down into the thighs to lift your heart for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay seated as you take a breath in through the nose. Stay seated as you exhale through the nose completely. And now slow inhale to come all the way up to rise. Reach up through the fingertips, get taller. And slow exhale to fold, bowing in. Keep your right foot forward, step your left foot all the way back to catch your lunge. And now come high up onto your blocks or fingertips on either side of that right foot. Wiggle your left foot back another inch or two towards the back of your mat. And now stay in your lunge, keep your fingertips down as you inhale, lift your chest. And exhale to fold and straighten your right leg. Let's do that twice more with your breath. Inhale through to lunge, bend the knee, lift up through your heart. And exhale to fold as the right leg straightens. One more big breath in, think solar plexus forward. And exhale to fold as that right leg straightens. Now pause once the right leg is straight. For this version of pyramid, lift your back heel a drop higher up off the ground. And as you push through your left foot, can you wrap your left hip forward so the right outer hip can tack towards the back of your mat? Now keep your legs steady as you inhale, push into the blocks or ground. Think chest long towards the front of the room. Stay here, or you might exhale to fold and bow in towards your own self. Take a deeper breath in. Stay for one more exhale. Try to soften the grip of your fingers around the floor or the blocks. And now on your next inhale, reverse. Bend your right knee, look forward, and with all the hops you need, step your left foot to meet your right. Inhale to come up halfway to lengthen. As you exhale, fold and bow in with your feet 2 fists width apart. Once again, bend your knees, sit your hips back, climb your palms to your thighs. You can stay here the whole time for steadiness in the low back, or you might reach your arms up overhead. But no breath of fire, just that consistency of your own breath. Take a long inhale, in, down, and wide. Stay for the breath out, let your hips get heavy. See if you can guide your knees open towards those second toes as you lift your chest, even your gaze away from the ground. On your next inhale, come all the way up to rise, reach up. And as you exhale, fold, bow in. With that left foot forward, step your right foot back to catch your lunge. High up onto your fingertips or blocks as you wiggle your right toes back just an inch or two. And now keep those hands down. On an inhale, lift the chest. Think chest long. And as you exhale, slowly fold and straighten the left leg. Twice more with your breath. Inhale through to lunge. Bend the knee, lift your heart. Exhale to fold and let the left leg straighten. One more. Take the whole inhale through to lunge. As you exhale, let the left leg straighten. And now pause as you make your way here. When you lift the back heel higher away from the ground, it'll help you wrap your right hip forward so the left hip can tack back. The dream is you feel it in the back of your left thigh. And now with those hips steady, take an inhale to lift up through the chest. Grow longer through your spine. Stay right here, or as you exhale, bend the elbows as you fold and bow in towards yourself. A deeper breath in. Take one more exhale to offer the breath out. And now on your inhale, reverse. Bend your left knee. Plant your palms on your sticky mat and step your left foot back to meet your right to take it back to down dog. Pedal your heels from one side to the other. Notice what you feel. Now on your next inhale, plank pose. Come forward to the top of your push-up. As you exhale, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Wait for your breath to rise, Bhujangasana. Think shoulder blades towards each other. And on your exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. A full breath in through the nose. And a longer breath out through your nose or parted lips. Now on your next inhale, lift the right leg up and back. As you exhale, draw your right knee to your nose, a moment in core plank. Bring your shoulders right over your wrists. Push through the floor, lift your left thigh 1 more inch, and then scoop the right knee 1 inch further forward. Now inhale to reach up and back through the right leg. 1 more with a twist, right knee to left armpit. Can you lift your butt higher, lift your left thigh higher, and then draw the right knee 2 inches further forward. Inhale to extend up and back through the right leg. And now use all that steadiness to bring the right foot through to catch your lunge. Take a long breath in, come up to rise. For high lunge, reach your arms, your chest, and your torso to the sky. Feel free to walk the right foot as much as you need over to the right so your feet are less on a tightrope. And now the back leg, lift it higher up off the floor. Reach up through the fingertips and even look away from the ground. We'll take a side stretch here with your right hand on your right hip. Reach up through the left fingertips and slowly tip up and over to the right towards the thigh. You might keep your hand on your hip. Your right hand might grab onto your left wrist. But as you tip to the right, can you slide your ears back to lift your chin? Bend one more inch into that right thigh. And now slow inhale to come all the way up through center. Bring your hands to your hips. We come up to stand. Tiny bend in the back knee, get springy, and hop off the left foot. Stand down through your left leg. A right leg, grow 1 inch taller through the top of your head. And now lower both feet to the ground. Feel gravity underneath you. Bend your knees, sit your hips way back. Lean into your left foot, lift your right heel. And for standing figure 4, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Your hands might stay on your hips. If you want to hold something solid, you might bring them up onto blocks out in front of you. You might even reach your arms up overhead. But do your best to flex the right foot as you take a full breath in, down, and wide. Stay for your exhale. Think hips heavy to the back of your mat as you lift your heart up to the sky. Now inhale to come all the way up to rise. Lower both feet to the ground. Reach up, touch the sky. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, fold, bowing into yourself. Plant your palms to the top of your mat. Walk your feet all the way back to the back of your mat to bring it back to down dog. Stay right here for a few breaths. You might lower the knees to the ground and breathe closer to gravity. Or your breath might take you through one of those linking vinyasas we've done together already. But anywhere you choose to go, moving or staying still, can you offer it to the full depth of your breath? Each breath in, and every exhale is an offering out. As your next breath or two brings you back to your downward facing dog, lift the left leg up and back. Draw your left knee to your nose for core plank. Now pause here for a moment. The butt wants to drop. My right thigh wants to drop. Can you lift your tush, lift your right thigh, and then into that, scoop the left knee 2 inches further forward. Big breath in to reach the left leg up and back. One more with a twist. Left knee to right armpit. See if you can lift the butt higher. Scoop the left thigh forward and even look forward towards the front of your mat. Inhale to extend up and back through the left leg. And on your exhale, step it through or around. Catch your lunge. Wait for the breath. Ride your inhale as you come up to rise for high lunge. Walk the left foot as much as you need over to the left to steady the ground beneath you. And like you did in pyramid, lift the back heel. Wrap your right hip forward and the left hip back. Now as the arms reach to the sky, bring your left hand to your hip. Grow 1 inch taller and tip up and over to the left. Your left hand might stay on your hip almost like an anchor. You might grab onto the right wrist. But as you tip over to the left, slide the solar plexus and ribs back. Bring the ears back to lift your chin. And then maybe bend 1 more inch into that left thigh. Now inhale to come up through center. Hands overhead or to your hips. We come up to stand. Spring off the right foot, right thigh to your chest. Stand through your left leg. Grow 3 inches taller through the top of your head. And now lower both feet to the floor. Bend those knees, sit your hips back. Lean into your right foot, lift your left heel. And for standing figure 4, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Anywhere your hands go to steady you, your hips, your blocks, overhead. Listen for your breath. Take a full breath in, down, and wide. Stay for your exhale. Try to flex the left foot as you lift up through your heart. And now inhale brings you up to stand. Lower the feet down onto the ground. Reach up, touch the sky. And on your exhale, fold, bowing in. Plant those palms to the top of your mat. Walk your feet all the way back to the back of your mat to bring it back to down dog. And now from your down dog, come forward to plank pose. And we meet on our bellies. Bend your elbows to lower all the way down. Make a pillow with your hands. You can rest on your forehead or on one of your cheeks. Close your eyes for a moment and see if you can listen for the full depth of your breath. When you lay here against the floor, can you breathe full and wide into your belly? And let the lowest part of your back broaden and widen. Breathe into your belly and then up into your chest. And let the whole back of your body expand. And as you feel this three-dimensional breath, take a longer breath in and a deeper breath out. Good. Okay, keep that connection to your breath as we found a round of locust pose, Shalabhasana. So reach your arms alongside of you. Flip your palms down to face the floor. Before we lift, feel your legs back in space, and they don't have to touch by any means, but energetically hug the legs together. Now as you inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, float your arms up off the floor, and exhale to let your legs lift up and away from the ground. As you lift up and take flight, close or let your eyes soften. Hug your inner thighs towards each other. Think inseams of your pants towards the sky. Hug the shoulder blades together. Lift your palms 1 more inch. A big breath in. And on your exhale, release. Lower down. Rest on the other cheek or on your other palm. Close your eyes for a moment. And really listen for the full depth of your breath. Okay, after a few breaths on the ground, bring your hands to either side of your chest. Curl your toes under, press up through to tabletop. And you can sit back onto your heels, sip some water, shake out anything you need to shake out. We'll take a thigh stretch with a twist. So if you'd like a blanket underneath your knees for some extra padding, please feel free to find it. You might also have blocks underneath your hands so the floor meets you where you are. But when you're ready, find your way to table onto all fours and step your right foot to the outside of your right hand to come into this lizard lunge. Check to see that your left knee is behind your left hip, so you might walk it back. And now with your left hand down, bring your right palm up onto your right thigh. From your belly, start to twist your chest open to the right. Hug your legs together. Bend your back knee to lift your back toes up off the floor. You can breathe here, or maybe your right hand reaches around to grab onto the left foot. You might stick your fingers between your toes to grab this webbing of your feet. You might also have a strap there. But as you have a hold of the foot, look down at your belly, and now slide the solar plexus back, so ribs back towards the back of your mat. Now hug the right shoulder up and back, and slide your ears back. You can stay right here breathing. You might walk your left hand forward of your left shoulder on a block or on the ground. You might also lower down onto your left forearm. But as you find and listen for your breath, take a long inhale in, down, and wide. Stay for the breath out. Let the belly turn open to the right as you bend 1 more inch into that front right thigh. Now slowly with care, on your inhale, look to the ground, release the hold of your left foot, plant your palms, and take it back to tabletop, to your hands and your knees. From your table, a breath or two, or maybe a round of breath or two in cat and cow. But for that second side, bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Walk your right knee back as much as you need, so the right thigh is behind your right hip. And now with your right hand down, bring your left palm to the top of your thigh. From your belly, turn your chest open to the left. Hug your legs together, bend your right knee to lift your right toes up off the ground. And then maybe your left hand reaches towards the back of the room. Maybe it holds the foot, or you stick your fingers between your toes, or you grab the leg of your pants. But as your belly and chest twists open to the left, think shoulder blades towards each other. Slide your ears back so your head is in line with your chest. Stay right here, completely optional to walk your right hand forward of your right shoulder, Also completely optional to lower your right forearm down onto the ground. But take a full breath in, down, and wide. Stay for the exhale. Think belly and chest to the left as you slide your ears back so your head is in line with your heart. Nice. On your next inhale, slowly release the hold of your foot. Plant your palms on the ground, step it back to tabletop. And from table, have your strap close by. We might use it in a little bit, but make your way back to downward facing dog as you lift your hips up and back towards the wall behind. Now from your down dog, on an inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Step it through or around to catch your lunge. And now pivot your hands and feet over to the left to come into your wide-legged forward fold, facing the long edge of your mat. Your hands might be on fingertips, they might be on blocks. But watch for any butts in front of you. There's plenty of room today. For as you inhale, come up halfway to lengthen with your fingertips on the ground or up on blocks. Now reach your chest forward as you keep your right hand down and bring your left palm onto your low back. Shrug your left shoulder to the ear. Hug the left shoulder blade to the spine. And from your belly, begin to twist towards the back of your mat. As your belly and chest twists to the back, your hand on your back can help you feel, are your hips really swaying with you? Meaning, can you lean your butt more to the front of the room? Turn the belly, the solar plexus to the back of your mat, and then slide your ears back so your head is in line with your chest. Stay right here, or maybe reach that left arm up to the sky as you take a big breath in. Stay for one more exhale as you lean back against yourself. Now on your next inhale, unwind, lower the left hand, turn the right knee and toes to catch your lunge. And on your next inhalation, come up to rise for high lunge. Reach up to touch the sky. That's it. Lift the back heel to the sky, reach up through the fingertips. And now hands come to your hips as we come to stand. Tiny bend in the back knee. Hop off the left foot, scoop your left thigh to your chest. And now interlace your hands in front of your left knee or shin. You might keep the left foot hovering up off the ground. You might bring it onto a block out in front of you. But we add a twist here. As your right hand holds your left shin, bring your right palm to your low back. Shrug your right shoulder to the ear. Hug the right shoulder blade to your spine, and from your belly, start to twist to the left. You might keep that left knee bent. You might reach the left arm towards the back of the room. You might also let your right hand hold your left calf, your ankle, or the pinky side edge of your foot as you straighten the left leg towards the front of the room. But take a full breath in. Stay for the exhale as you offer the breath out. And then on your inhale, unwind, draw yourself back through center, lower the feet to the ground, and feel gravity underneath you. I sprung that one in. We're twisting in every direction. Any questions about it? Padagustasana C, similar to, we didn't do this one, but we were going to. Yeah. The version of this with the knee bent or straight, it's less about how high or low this leg can be. Yeah. If the leg is high, amazing. If the leg is down on the ground, amazing. But you're trying to focus on the standing leg, meaning the more this thigh comes up, the more this standing thigh comes forward, the more it starts to get wobbly, and then it's a weeble twist. So I'm trying to think, top of the thigh back, shoulder blades together, and then as I start to twist, that bottom leg is like an anchor making roots. I'm thinking thigh back, foot down. Let's try the other side. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Take a long breath in, reach up. And as you exhale, knees soft to fold. Plant your palms to the top of your mat. Walk those feet all the way back to the back of your mat to down dog. And now from your down dog, lift the left leg up. Step it through to lunge. You might bring your strap with you as you pivot your hands and feet to the right to find a wide-legged forward fold. We'll take a shoulder stretch here before we take the twist. So I love to hold the strap between my hands. It gives my chest lots of extra room. You might also interlace your fingers. But once your hands come to your low back, bend your elbows, hug your shoulder blades together, and then reach your arms off of your tush towards the sky. Tiny bend in your knees so that they don't lock. Teeny bend in your elbows so that they don't lock. And as you create some resistance, try to tug your strap or fingers apart and think shoulder blades together on the upper back. A big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Your head might get heavy as your arms reach overhead towards the long edge of your mat. And now inhale to release those hands back to your tush. Ditch your strap to the side if you have it. Inhale to come up halfway, grow long. And for the twist, with your left hand down on a block or on the ground, bring your right palm to your low back. Think right shoulder to the ear, hug the right shoulder blade to your spine, and from your belly, twist to the back of your mat. Now hips go to the left, to the front of the room. Belly and chest turn to the back of the room, and then slide those ears back to lean back. Stay here, maybe reach the right arm to the sky, a deeper breath in, and a longer breath out. On your inhale, unwind, lower the right hand. Turn your left knee and toes to catch your lunge. And a slow, steady breath in to come up to rise for high lunge on the second side. Lift your back heel to the sky, reach up through the fingertips, and bend 1 more inch into the front leg. And now coming up to stand, tiny bend in the back knee, get springy, and let your hands hold on to the right shin. Your right foot might hover, it might touch a block out in front of you, but bend your left knee, send the top of your left thigh back as you hug the shoulder blades together. And now with your left hand holding the right shin, bring your right palm to your low back. Shrug your right shoulder to the ear, hug the right shoulder blade to your spine, and from your belly, start to twist to the right. Maybe your right arm reaches towards the back of the room for some counterbalance. Maybe your left hand holds your right calf, your ankle, or the pinky side edge of your foot as you extend the leg forward. But a deeper breath in. Stay for 1 more exhale. And then on an inhale, unwind. Lower hand and feet underneath you. Reach up, touch the sky, get taller than you've been before. And as you exhale, soften your knees to fold over your legs. Plant your palms to the top of your mat. Step those feet all the way back to the back of your mat to take it to down dog. And now from your down dog, lower both knees to the ground. Come into tabletop. For a side body stretch, come to stand on your knees. You might like a blanket underneath your knees for some cushioning. But for gate pose, once your knees are down, curl your toes under back behind you. And step your right foot off to the right, like you would be in Warrior Two. With your right palm on your right thigh, reach your left arm up to the sky. Take a big breath in, reach up. And as you exhale, slowly tip over to the right, towards that right leg. Think less about bending into the right thigh, but as you tip to the right, can you send your hips to the left and turn your belly and chest open to the sky? Breathe into the left side of your low back. A deeper breath in, a longer breath out. And now turn the left palm to the ceiling. On an inhale, come up and all the way out. And switch the knees. Lower the right knee. Reach the left leg off to the side. With the left knee bent, bring your left hand to your left thigh and reach the right arm up. How much taller can you get? Reach up through the right fingertips. And then slowly tip up and over to the left. You might bring your left forearm to the top of your thigh. Good, the weight wants to bend that left thigh. See if you can keep leaning to the left while your hips go to the right and you stretch to the left as you turn your belly to the ceiling. A deeper breath in and a longer breath out. Now turn that right palm up. A big inhale to come up and all the way out as you lower both knees to the ground and sit onto your heels for a moment. Close your eyes, let your hands rest onto your thighs. A full breath that moves in, down, and wide. And as you exhale, offer the breath up and out through every direction of you. Take another breath in and down. Let it fill your belly and up into your heart. And as you exhale, the breath offers itself up and out through every fiber of your being. Now blink your eyes open if they're not already. Come to sit onto your tush. and swing your legs out in front of you towards the front of your mat. We'll take one seated twist. We'll do some therapy ball work on the ground, and then we'll come to lay on our back to do a few more twists. So with your legs out in front, bend your right knee, bring your right foot onto the ground, and cross your right foot over your left thigh. Now hands come to either side of your tush. Push into the ground to lift your chest. I like to stay here with the left leg long. You might bend your left knee and bring your left heel towards your right tush, but anywhere you go, think both butt cheeks heavy onto the ground. Now with your right hand behind you, reach your left arm all the way up to the sky. A big breath in. And as you exhale, twist as you hook the left elbow across the right thigh. Good. As you anchor your right butt cheek down to the ground, can you press the right big toe side edge of your foot down into the floor? Now 3 breaths with each inhale. Think crown of your head up towards the sky. Every exhale, let your belly and chest twist from left to right. Take another breath, grow long through the top of your head. Stay for your exhale, think right shoulder up and back, and slide your ears back so your head is over your heart. Take a deep breath in. For one more exhale, you might turn your gaze over your back shoulder so that your left eyeball is looking over your right shoulder blade. Now on your next inhalation, unwind, come back through center, extend your legs out long, and a breath. That pose, it's in English, it's a seated twist. In Sanskrit, it's called Ardha Matsyendrasana, or half Lord of the Fishes pose, which I love. It's like half Lord of the Fishes to seated twist, has no translation, but here we are. Do the other side. Bend your left knee, cross your left foot over your right thigh. Start by hands to either side of you to grow tall, and then up to you. You keep the right leg straight, or you bend your right knee and bring your right heel to your tush. But think left butt cheek down, left big toe side edge of your foot into the ground. And as your left hand comes behind you, reach your right arm up. A big breath in. And as you exhale, hook the elbow over your left thigh, and from your belly, twist to the left. Now each breath in, how tall can you get up through the top of your head to create space? And as you exhale, let your belly turn from right to left. Shrug that left shoulder up and back. And notice if your head is going far forward of the shoulders, can you slide your ears back so your head is over your heart? Stay exactly as you are, or for the last breath, your gaze might turn over that left shoulder as if the right eyeball could look over the left shoulder blade to complete the twist with your gaze. A big breath in. Stay for one more exhale. And now on your inhale, unwind. Come back through center. Bend both knees. Bring your feet onto the floor in front of you. And windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Drop the knees from right to left. That's it. Take notice of any difference when the knee is turned in versus out. And now after you've gone evenly a few times, come to turn around to lay on your back so that your head is up towards the front of the room. Your feet are towards the wall behind you. Have your therapy balls within a grabbable distance. Have your strap within a reachable distance. And have your block close by too. I'm gonna just have you turn so your head is up here and your feet are there so we don't get accidentally knocked in. Perfect. Once you come to lay on your back, find your therapy balls. And I'm going to talk us through therapy balls in the upper back this afternoon. And afterwards, we'll go into a few supine twists before rest. But feel free to keep the therapy balls in their tote, or you can take them out. It's up to you. But as you grab them in your hands, lift your head and your shoulders up off the floor and pop the therapy balls in between your shoulder blades, into the top tips of your shoulder blades. That's it. Think like they could be on either side of your spine, in between the flesh. Do you mind if I turn them an inch if you lift your head up? And now come on down. How's that feel? Good. Once you find a place you can breathe in, that you can be curious about, some variations, you might keep your head on the floor. If you'd like to alleviate any pressure, perhaps you bring your head up onto a block at its lowest height. If you'd like to add more pressure, you might keep your head on the ground, and as you bend your knees, lift your hips, slide a block to its lowest height underneath your tush. But anywhere you are with your head on the floor, head on a block, butt on the floor, butt on the block, take a deep breath in through the nose and open your mouth to let all of that breath go. Now here, for 2 more places in the upper back, with your knees bent, feet on the ground, press through your legs to roll your body a few inches towards the top of your mat, so you feel those therapy balls come down your back to the middle of the shoulder blades, slightly lower than where they just were. Bring any and all of the props with you as needed. And as your hands fall anywhere they fall, take a deep breath in and open your mouth to let that breath go. You might stay here with your arms heavy on you or alongside of you. Or to explore some gentle movement, perhaps you reach your arms up towards the ceiling with your arms and fingers heavy. Your left hand might stay reaching to the sky as your right arm reaches overhead towards the front of the room. And then slowly begin to switch. See if you can move 10% slower than you are already as you move with the fluency of your breath. And now after a few rounds of breath, after going evenly in the middle of your back, you can lower your arms down by your sides, push through your legs, and one more time, roll your body a few more inches towards the top of your mat. So those therapy balls come down your back, and you find yourself to the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, slightly lower than before. Now this feels completely different person to person, but I find when the therapy balls are this low in my upper back, it alleviates pressure to bring my hips up onto a block, but it adds more pressure keeping my hips down on the floor. So it might feel different for you. A moment to notice. A big breath in, and open your mouth to let that breath go. You might stay here with your arms, or reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and give yourself a hug as if those hands could reach for your therapy balls behind your back. Let the palms and the fingers be soft. Even gently lean from one side to the other. If you are giving yourself that embrace, you might switch which elbow is on top to notice what a difference feels like. As you take a deeper breath in and open your mouth to let that breath go. Now unwrap your arms if they're wrapped around you. Clear any blocks from underneath you if they're there. And to make the exit journey, either move your hips towards your heels so you feel the therapy balls roll up your back, or you can roll over onto one side and push the therapy balls out of the way. But once they exit, however they exit, let them release off to the side as you drape your upper back onto the earth. Can you take a breath into what you don't see with your eyes, but you can more than clearly feel? Now as you give both legs a hug in towards your belly or in towards your chest, make some small circles in one or the other direction. You might lean gently from one side to the other, or come into your version of happy baby as your hands, the knees widen. You might catch the backs of your thighs, your calves, or the pinky side edges of your feet. But anywhere you find yourself, can you let your head be heavy, let your tail be heavy, as you feel the steadiness of the ground underneath you. Now slowly release the hold of your legs down onto the earth. This time, as we set ourselves up for rest for a few moments, give yourself a moment or two to take anything it is that you need to get as comfortable as you possibly can. Meaning, you might add any layers to steady yourself. You might add any props to get as comfortable as humanly possible. Perhaps you let your hair down or set your glasses safely off to the side. But if there's anything you can do for yourself to become even 2% more at ease than you might be already, please feel free to do so. I'll talk you through a few rounds of pranayama, of some breath work to draw your attention more inward and to prepare the body for rest. But here, as the fire burns, the embers remain. And it's through air, through heat, that we can create the support that we need. So for this equal part breath called Samavriti, I really invite you to just listen or follow your pace more than my voice. You'll begin by taking a breath in through the nose to fill your belly and up into your heart. And exhale through your nose to offer all of that breath out. Now imagine your next inhale in 4 separate counts. First inhale, breathe into your belly, your lungs, and your chest. Pause for a moment, and then exhale the chest, your lungs, and your belly. Hold at the base as you begin again. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Adding gentle pauses. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. 3 more rounds. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Without any holds or pauses, take a breath to fill your belly, your chest, your throat, up into the crown of your head. And exhale to offer all of that breath out. Begin to find the slow steadiness of your breath, where each breath that you take dissolves the entire practice that was. Each breath helps you arrive to where you are now. And every breath that comes after makes a little more space for what has yet to come. Begin to deepen your breath. Take a longer breath in and a sweeter breath out. Take another breath in, down, and wide. And as you exhale, offer all of that breath out. Let your breath begin to awaken the body that you're in and the being that you are with any gentle movement that feels sweet to you. You might roll your wrists or your ankles in one or the other direction. Perhaps you tip your head from one side to the other, heavy against the earth. Just watching for neighbors and props around you. Perhaps you reach your arms away from your legs or draw your knees in towards your chest. But when the time comes, we'll all meet with the knees bent, one or both arms overhead, as you roll over to any side of your choice to coil into yourself. A breath or two here against the ground, and with the least amount of effort needed, as you push down into the floor, come up to rise to a tall seat similar to how we began. With those eyes softly closed or softly open, can you once again listen for your breath, where the next inhale moves in and down so it fills you up, and exhale to offer the breath up and out. Manipura chakra, this third chakra, the lustrous gem, the element of fire, the color of yellow like the rays of the sun, asking ourselves the question, where do we wish to direct our energy towards? So as we finish our time with one more of those breaths, you can place your hands to center where that feels for you. As you take a deep breath in, to let it all go. You might bow your head to your heart or lift your hands towards your head in such a simple yet sincere gesture of self-reverence, bowing to yourself and to each other who practiced right alongside with you. And I continuously bow to each and every one of you all. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. Thank you. Great to be with you. Drink water, take your allergy meds, enjoy the weather. Can I put you on blast for a second, August? Okay, this is August, who has single-handedly healed me of all of my bodily ailments. They do body work. They have a magician, a wizard. Go see them. Does cupping, does all that. I don't know if this is HIPAA compliant. Okay, great. It's up to me. Okay, she's not saying anything, but I'm saying things. She has pieced me back together limb by limb, and it is the best experience that I've ever had. So if you have time, augustzmassage.com. Great. The moment she walked in, I was like, I can't wait to tell people about her, but don't take my spots. So many other things happening at the studio. Anyone else have announcements? Molly, do you have announcements? Yay! Love it. Thank you for sharing.
I'm going to start bringing in
Flyers. Do you have a social? Yeah.
Yes. Getting this. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
The whole
It's a thing.
woman, yeah, it's against my nature, but I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So.
But the flyers would be great. I always announce on
Yes.
Tuesday nights too.
Pardon?
I always announce on Tuesday nights
good.
in the
Okay.
evenings. So as long as you let me know, I'll keep passing the word along. Yeah.
That's great.
Thanks for offering all of it.
Eventually it'll be a pretty full
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yay. Hi. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have someone assisting you or observing you tomorrow? By any chance?
Tomorrow is Tuesday. Marcy is maybe not going to be here. Marcy assists.
Well, I was potentially